Hey everybody, welcome back to BlazeMoreGaming. It's your host Sir BlazeMore, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build awesome custom races in GTA. The ultra ramps, half loops, container jumps, and all sorts of things. I'll kind of throw my own little helpful hints in there. I know there's already a couple tutorials out there, so hopefully mine will help you out and you'll learn a few things. So first off, I just kind of picked this spot randomly. I don't know where I'm at, but I kind of had this idea for a ramp, so I'm gonna try to build it. And I'm just gonna go through the basics here, so for people who don't really understand, and then kind of get into the more advanced stuff. So first, let me switch views here. So first I'm going to just start off with the basic ultra ramp. You can see I kind of already have one built here. So we'll build another one here. So you want to have the machine box out. Place it one time and then pick it back up and then put it right on the edge of this ramp that you already placed. Turn purple, and then you're just going to want to switch, use the D-pad and switch left and right to switch over to the ramp. You want to get it nice and lined up. I look at the hologram and make sure that they're even on both sides, so you know your ramp's going to be straight. And then you basically just switch over to the ramp real fast with the right D-pad and press A at the same time, and you'll be able to place it down. Sometimes it takes a few times, but you get definitely better at it as you go. So, and then you just place down another one, pick it up, and put it up here. And put it right on the edge here. And so you're going to line it up. Alright, cool. Alright, so from here you can normally just keep going up. If you want, you can just keep putting these on. But I'm actually going to do a curved ramp here. So I'm going to show you a little different technique. Two curved ramps actually that kind of collide, so there's going to be like a collision chance here. I just thought it would be something cool to do, so I'll show you how to build onto it like a curve. So you're just going to want to switch to your ramp, place it down, pick it up, and then you want to kind of get over top of your ramp just like this, and just use your left bumper or right bumper to change the angle just a little bit, depending on how much you need. Slighter angles work better, but it does take more ramps to get higher. And then basically what you're going to do is just get your camera to where you're comfortable moving it back and forth really quick like this, from purple to red, and then you just basically drag it down, and when it turns red like that, you just press A. That takes a lot of practice too, but it's pretty simple, and it gets a lot easier as you do it more. So then you're just going to put another one on there, but see, I want to angle this one even more. Now, in my mind, these two are going to be able to cross, but you're not going to necessarily hit each other until you get to the end of the ramp. But I also want you to be able to get down the street here. I think this one's going to need one more, looking at the angle. Okay, so there you have it. That is a curved ramp right there. Now I'm going to try to bring this other one up and kind of, I'm not sure exactly, maybe, I don't know if I want to crisscross them or just have the ends of the ramp close together. We'll see. Oh, and this is a good point where I can show you something else. You always want to smooth out your ramps. So basically the first three are the ones that you're going to want to smooth out, and that'll help like Turismos, and just, it'll help everything in general get over it better, less bumps and everything. So the trick with this is you just want to go back to your original setup here and grab the third ramp. If you grab the wrong ramp, just go ahead and press B because sometimes that happens and it'll just drop back. But press and grab the third ramp, and then what you're gonna want to do is switch your camera to your just like this, like you're on the ramp, and switch to your machine box and come up, and then you just want to get the ramp to be where you kind of see the lip over the ramp in front of it, so you make sure that they're nice and smooth. And then you know, you just do the left and right on the D-pad between the two and press A, and that's how you get it to go in there. So then you want to grab the second one. And yeah, of course you want to grab the first one and do the same thing. So you basically are just going back and pulling back the first three. I know I kind of forgot I was not talking there. So then you go back and you look at this and you can see, well, that one's not super smooth, but they're definitely a lot smoother. You see how the top, they should probably be back a little bit further, but it's close enough. But you know, don't be afraid to pull them back even more than that, but that's pretty good. Now I'm going to work on doing this other curve, meeting it. Alright guys, so we got cool ass ramps here. Now, they're pretty fucking hard to jump off of just as they are. And my plan is to put a railing here on the side. So I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. We also are going to have to put a checkpoint up here in the air in the middle. So that's, you know, where the cars will collide and they'll both get the checkpoint, and then the cars will fall down here. So I'll show you how to do that too here in a second. But yeah, let me show you how to put these barriers on. So I use these. I've seen people use other stuff. I forget, like the other type of fence. I don't know, but I'm just gonna use these because this is what I like and I know how to use it. So what I do is I start off at the top of the curve ramp, and I get it the same angle as the ramp pretty much. Try to get it as close as you can, and then you basically just do that same move method where you barely get it off the ramp to where it's purple and then drag it to its red. Purple to red. And then as it's turning red, you're just going to press A at the same time. It's almost even before, like if you think about it, like it's like a split second before you actually get on there, then you'll land it most of the time. See, like that was pretty good. And normally I go, I don't know, I try to conserve props, but it is nice to put one on every ramp, because then it's the smoothest barrier. But like here, I might skip a ramp and do it right here. But as long as you look at it and make sure that they're, you know, they're not gonna jam into each other, or people aren't gonna hit it and wreck or get hung up on the blue barrier. You don't want that to happen. So just make sure you got it nice and smooth, and you just get a nice angle on it to where you can move it. I try to use, you know, I try to move the left stick just straight up and down, instead of like side to side and stuff. But you can, it's just easier for me, but you can do it anyway. I think that'll work. Let's give it a little test run here and see how that does. Might only need 2. nice. Good. Just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna change the angle. Get it close. There we go. Pretty close. I'm just going to do the same move method here. Alright, let's test this other side and see how this does. Hopefully it's curved enough. Oh yeah, that's money. Very nice. Alright, so for this, I'm definitely going to need a checkpoint up in the air, so people have to hit the jump. So in order to make a checkpoint in the air, you're going to want to go to something like this, the large corrugated cabin, and you know, place it right about where you want the checkpoint to be. So something like that, and then put another one right beside it. You could even go 3 wide if you want, but I'm just going to do 2. That usually works. And then basically you just place one down, and you can just put it right on top of another one. Pretty basic stuff there. Oops. Alright, so here's a problem you run into sometimes. Like, you'll be building a tower like this, and then it doesn't let you put it in there because it's too tight. So you can just use the switch method. You basically switch to the construction cement bags. You just press right on the D-pad, and you can switch back and forth and do that same switch method where you just switch over and press A real quick, and it'll let you place that there. Sometimes you gotta place it first, and then it'll allow you to switch it over. So I think I'm gonna go one more high here, one higher. Alright, so now to get the checkpoint up there, you basically just want to place it on the ground and then pick it back up, just like a prop. And it should, yeah, there we go. Right, where was it? There we go. Right there. So now, when you look at that, you see the cars are just floating off in the air. Say if someone blows up on the jump, but they get the checkpoint, then they're just gonna spawn and fall from the air right there and land on the ground. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys how to build container jumps. Alright, so what you're gonna want to do is just place one small ramp, and then get another one, put it down, pick it up, and you're going to want to place it on top of the other one. And you're going to want to switch to your, where is it? Yeah, cement bags. And you put it down, and then you're going to want to put it down at the very bottom of the small ramp, right on the corner. And then you're basically want to use the move glitch, or the switch glitch, using the D-pad, and you just press A on this empty container till it drops like that. You're going to put down another one and do it again on the other side. Alright, so it's a little uneven, so I need to push this up a little bit. Let's see, that should might be closer. I was kind of thinking I would just do one set, but if you want to continue this, basically all you do is switch over to your you want to switch over to your electrical box, and you're gonna get right over it like this and place it at the end of the container, and use the switch glitch to switch it into a small ramp. And then go over to this cement bag, pick it up, and you can put it on the end of this ramp and move it just till it turns purple. And you're going to want to use the switch glitch. You can zoom out and kind of get it lined up, and then put it down. So yeah, and then you could do that same thing on the other side, where you use this electrical box. First you'd want to delete this, obviously, and then go to the electrical box, and you could do it on this side, and do the exact same thing. And then I'm not going to do that for this jump, but you could do that. And then if you wanted to go higher, you could just do the same thing, like put this in here. Let's see. Yeah, and switch it over. And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So you switch over to the cement bag again, put it on the tip, do the switch glitch, you place that, and then you can go even higher. It might be to the point now where this doesn't work anymore. Let's see. Yeah, so, oh, no it does. But let's just say, for example, like it didn't work. I think on the next one it won't work. So you can, another method is to just use the move method. You put the small ramp down and you can just drag it into the hole, just like that. So now, to build the beginning part, you want to build like a little nice ramp to get on. So you just place one, come around, and just kind of get it to where it's even and a little bit above the green containers, and then you just use the switch method to put it down. Come on. There we go. See, yeah, that looks pretty smooth. So I'm going to give it a test run here. I don't know if that's going to be quite enough to get over that building. We'll see. Alright, so now I've showed you the ultra ramps and the container ramps. I'm going to show you how to do a half loop with small ramps. It's the easiest method in my opinion. So you just want to find a flat area, like right here. Hopefully this will be straight, yeah. And you're just going to want to start building, you know, the way we did it before. Or use the machine box, and you just switch it over and press A. And you're gonna do that for a little bit, I think for the first like 4. So this is where it gets kind of tricky. See, there's no way to put the machine box up here. So what I do is I get it as close as I can, and then I go to signs, and I switch over to the right chevron, and see, that'll work. So you go and place the right chevron, press A, press up on the D-pad to category, and then you're going to switch back to ramp and press A real quick. It's pretty tough. If you mess up, you got to make sure that you press down on the D-pad, or you got to make sure that you switch the category back to signs and then switch to the right chevron again. So it adds an extra step. I have to do it again right here. So see, I'm just going to get the chevron right on the ramp. We'll go up and switch it over, and see, I didn't get it that time. So I'm going to have to go over to signs, go down, switch it back. There we go. I think one more here. I I think this one will work with the chevron sign again. This one's a little bit harder to find the sweet spot. Sometimes it helps to, you can like drag it really slow from a purple position like this onto the ramp. There we go. See how it was purple per, there we go, just for a second. It's a very, very, very small area. But then once you get it, you just want to leave it there, place it one time, pick it back up, and just do your switch method like normal. There we go. So we got all the way up to there, and now you're going to start building the other side of the loop. So you basically want to place a small ramp, come behind the ramp, and get it to where the ghost is looking like this. You don't want it to be like that. It's got to be like that right there. And then you get it lined up pretty close, and then do the same thing. Just switch to the chevron sign, press A, pick it up, and place your ramp using the switch method. There we go. So once you got that, you're just going to do the same thing. Place the small ramp, come up here to the edge till you got it just lined up perfectly. It's a little bit harder to see now. Switch over to the sign and do your switch method again. Alright, so let's give it a little test here. Perfect. I can live with it. Alright, so a trick with the half loop to save props is once you have it all the way built like this, you can actually take out a few. So basically every other one on the top portion here. So you could, let's see, yeah, so you could take out this one, and see it's still smooth. And then you can take out this one, nope, not that one, this one. And then you can take out this one, nope, this one. And it should be just as smooth as before. Let's give it a try. Yeah, so it's just as good. Okay, so for the last jump, I'm gonna have you jumping over this thing, and the finish line is gonna be off here in the water. So I'm going to show you how to build on the water. So you just want to place a water ramp on the ground, and then you're going to switch to a regular ramp. You're going to want to place it, pick it back up, drag it out to the ramp. You're going to want to spin it around so that the angles are opposite. And then you're going to want to switch to your machine box and then just switch glitch it on. And you're actually going to have to do 2 to make a flat surface. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just let you place it now. There we go. So now we got a flat surface there. So now we can use our cement bag, and we can glitch in one of these. Just enough to put a checkpoint. Now Let's see if the checkpoint will go on there. There we go. Bam. And that'll be the finish line. And then I'm going to build a little container jump right here, like I built earlier, to make it there. So I'm going to have to fiddle with that a little bit, but that is pretty much it. So yeah, if you liked the video, definitely drop a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or anything, leave them down in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. And if there was some stuff that I left out, I'll definitely make another video if I need to go in more in depth with certain things. So just let me know. Alright, bye.